Alright, Saints Nation, we have 4 games on the board right now, and game number 5 is about to get down. We'll get to see if our Saints can make this comeback, just making their way past the 100 point mark in that last game. Moving them up a little bit compared to where they were before. They were, of course, 21st going into game 4. Now sitting in the top 20 with 19 eliminations, or not 19 eliminations, but in 19th position. And already taking a look at the kill feed, I am seeing some rough stuff if you're here as a Saints fan, of course, considering one of the teams that are in the lead right now. That was AIM and AIM 54. I have seen him on the board quite a few times here already, and it's just going to make their lead just that much more devastating for the Saints and the rest of the squads to deal with. That being said, there is still 14 other teams that Saints can try to knock out of a position for. They can keep on pushing through. A nice purple studded lineup here for Ciriuhs. Start things off, the assault rifle and the SMG, the P90. Meanwhile, Juneyy, of course he has a first aid kit ready to go. Saints medic on duty. And then Laysix, oh hello beautiful, nice little golden scar to start things off for him. Considering he likes to get feisty and with a couple of gunfights, that is the perfect weapon for him to have at this point. And it looks like Saints will be in the maroon or the purple colored arrows this time by. Let's take a look and see where the storm is located this time. Going to have to go all the way into the woodwork to try and make it to the safe zone this time by. Saints have quite the travel. I mean, usually Laysix finds himself a vehicle at some point and makes his way over, but they are definitely going to have to make a move sometime in the near future to get there, considering how far they have to go. Ninkaraki and Archer in the same spot, but one thing that is a little bit interesting is down here where Burrito, Noms, and Green 1X, who have broke into the top 15, are in fact in 9th position, one of our rivals of sorts in terms of where they land and how often we find ourselves in a battle with them. They have found themselves a team that doesn't normally land here. Looks like Hoxis, who else is here for this, this purple team and orange team? Making the Holly Hedges very hotly contested right off the start, where it looks like Noms and Green 1X both took a little bit of heat to start things off here. Looks like they have things under control as of this moment. No eliminations for either side as of right now, however. Bit of a stalemate, some shots fired, and that's going to be Vish, who we've seen on the kill feed a couple of times already. And Burrito's going to get lit up a little bit. Crossbow, or not crossbow, I keep calling it a crossbow, but bow and arrow in hand, not going to hit its mark. Where is everybody else as of this moment? Noms trying to get the flank here onto one of these teams. Definitely keep a look here at this team because, like I was saying before, this one, definitely one of the teams that we are going to be fighting positions for, and it would be absolutely insane if they got taken out nice and quick here after a bit of a gank from a team that doesn't normally land here at the Holly Hedges. Oh, he shoots him through the window, and a huge shot there from Noms. If he could finish this off, get his team points on the board after Ski gets a little bit overzealous. Sure enough, going to finish the job there. And now with Noms taking him down, able to get his loot as well, including that purple shotgun. Going to make things nice and easy there for him. Burrito going to take care of Vish as well. And it looks like the complete reverse happened. Not only did the team of Noms, Burrito, and Green 1X get ganked on, but they're going to basically get fed kills, to say the least, here to start things off. While they may not necessarily be best suited in regards to their arsenal, having those extra 4 points before you even really get to leave your spawn is a beautiful start, to say the least. Now let's hop right back in here with our Saint squad. Where did they run off to? They should be about halfway across right now. And sure enough, right by the NPC just up ahead. I have to watch out that they don't get pinched, but at the same time, everybody is just trying to go towards the east, so they should not be threatened as of this moment anyway. Blaze doing his work. Juneyy has a vehicle as usual. Ciriuhs leading the charge in regards to scouting. So far, so good here for the Saints. Let's do an arsenal check. Juneyy loaded up on first aid meds and shield potions, and also found himself a hunting rifle as well for a little bit of extra long range play. The only thing that does kind of suck a little bit about that rifle is, actually hang on to that thought. We do see rifle in hand. Ciriuhs going to start off the engagement here with that team down below. Who is that in the blue? Let's see if we can take a quick look. That is actually Nom's Green 1X and Burrito. So the old foes showing up once again, and one thing Saints have to worry about, who's coming in from side. It's Mandinka, Archer, and Rocky, who's a team that we did steal a couple kills from a couple rounds ago. I'm sure they would absolutely love to get themselves a revenge kill onto Laysix or the rest of the Saints in that regard. And Saints still have a long way to travel to get into the next zone, too. This could be brutal. They're kind of sandwiched from the top and the bottom. Although it does look like Nom, Archer, or not Archer, Burrito and Green 1X are opting to avoid the engagement, just go towards the safe zone, considering the storm is coming. And Dinka and Rocky are still shooting away. Yeah, the one thing, of course, that sucks about this hunting rifle that Juneyy is using is it does share ammo with your assault rifle. So sure, you'd love to have a bunch of like sniper-styled shots, but at the same time, you gotta preserve your assault rifle ammo for the later game for engagements as well. So you don't want to go too trigger-happy with it. That being said, though, Laysix doing as Laysix does. Looking for a fight already here at the bridge. Saints are getting brave here this time by. They're staying in the car, going through all of this crowded area. They want to get to the center and get themselves a fort nice and quick. However, they are really risking it to try and do this. Laysix nearly gets poked out there from the passenger side to the point where there's a giant steel beam in his chest. That must hurt a little bit, to say the least. Gonna be forced to go heal. There is a team right on top of the Saints as of right now. Juneyy looking for shots, not going to quite find it. Ciriuhs has been smoked out, needs to get out of there. All these shots from the bow and arrow making things difficult to the point where even Laysix can't actually heal. Every time he tries, he gets smoked out, and he's going to get taken down. That's going to be Walter Droplet. First time seeing him here today in that green team. Looking to finish the job there onto Laysix. Saints being down a player early is so devastating considering their position. Laysix slowly bleeding out here. The team hasn't quite finished him off as of yet. Saints were somehow able to turn this around on this team. They could probably build and pick him up. Laysix is just on the other side. Actually going to use the harpoon to try and drag him in, but it was unfortunately right into the gunfire of McGonner. So that is going to be Laysix completely taken out of this game. Unless there is some sort of reboot card that can be played. But that being said, it is so late into the game already, the chance of a reboot card, and with the strategy that the Saints took into this round to just kind of beeline it, rather than go from the outside and just kind of poke in. They tried to be the first ones to the center. It did not pay off, and and Laysix got absolutely lit up. Ciriuhs getting lit up from two sides here. Juneyy is literally 1 health at this point, hanging on by a thread. He is going to get tagged down, knocked away. It's going to be Ciriuhs or nothing here for the Saints, and this is absolutely horrifying here for the St. Clair's playoffs hopes, as there is still 28 teams left in this game, 80 players left, and the Saints are falling early. They're going to be team in P28. So only earning themselves like 3 points in this game. Absolutely horrifying. And this means that the Saints are going to be going in quite cold, to say the least, into their next one. They need a victory royale. They need to go out guns blazing. Otherwise, I do not think they're going to be making this top 15 here. Now, this is a team that I have not really seen a whole heck of a lot of here, with McGoner, Verminous, and Walter Droplet. I had not seen them at all. I'm going to actually really take a look at the scoreboard and see where they are currently standing here, because I did not see them really. If you want to take a look as well, be sure to type ! standings in our Twitch chat, and it will bring up the Fortnite tracker link for the event. So you can follow along live with us here. Sound may disappear for just a second. Promise it'll come back in just a moment. Walter Droplet, where art thou right now? They are currently in contention as well, currently 24th in this series, so they needed a good run as well, and as of right now, they are actually in having themselves a pretty good run. That being said, Walter Droplet was pretty wounded there for a second and is continuing to be pressured down here with the rest of his team on the outside looking in. There's Verminous here as well. He was the one who had that stinkfish bow and arrow that was really giving Laysix a hard time to the point where he could not heal. McGoner, of course, now has that gold scar. Team going to stay alive, and it's not even in the chaos season, as I would call it, during the regular season, where everybody's all close knit together. There's still 70 players here in this one. 26 teams still left to go. We'll ride along here with this team for just a little bit longer, but as we do lag out, let's take a look at our map and see who else seems to still be ready to rock here. Hoxus, considering he got lit up a little bit early up in the top left, and we like he lost like 2 of his teammates, the fact that he's still kicking is absolutely crazy. Keep on going, buddy. We do have the fishing duo, Derpy and Dylan, alongside Arrow CK, sitting nice and pretty in the center. And then Toasty, Waffles, Meepy, Kapler, that was another team that was up near the top. I believe Toasty is in second as of this moment. Hoax and Roxka, they were definitely trailblazers towards the end of game number 3. The Complex still here as well with his squad. A lot of these top 10 teams still in this game. The only what if right now is where is the team of it was like aim something. I think this is them right here in the bottom left. So to that point, actually, this is going to be the team possibly contesting Droplet, McGoner, and Verminous here. And sure enough, that is going to be the case. Arrows fired, going to try and smoke them out, but McGoner taking a ton of damage as of this moment. Force the heal. Verminous on the move. Has that bow and arrow as well. And let's take a free ride, why don't we, and see the view of the lay of the land as of right now. We see Verminous, Walter, there's Burrito, Noms, and Green 1X. They were definitely wise to just ignore all confrontation early and just opt to get themselves towards the center. Move themselves in a much better position. Not necessarily in great position still, so lots of teams all around. Could make things a little bit messy moving forward. Let's take a look over here. We have a E-Girls are real. Usually I see that guy on the wrong side of the kill feed, getting killed off rather quickly. That being said, though, a good run from them, but they're going to be trying to make their move in. So we try to make a move towards the safe zone, towards the eye of the storm. We will see the chaos ensue as bullets just absolutely fly everywhere. Teams all trying to rush their way in. Support crate in the middle of everything as well to make things even more interesting on top of this. And who's that's closer? That's going to be started to slash crater and cut all there. There's Burrito and Nom once again. We're going to try and make a move. And this is just absolutely messy as hell. We have aim. We have a card literally floating with how much damage that thing has taken. That is definitely quite interesting. Do not see that every day. Nom's in a very, very rough position. Aim, Simic and Mo all chasing him down. Did Noms lose all of his teammates, I wonder? Very possible. Dip looks like a one-man army hero, or the lone wolf for his team as well. There's Noms. He is going to be lit up from above, it looks like. So a rough one for that team as well. So it's not just the Saints on the outside looking in this time by. Looks like that was Steve Gremlin with Complex and Ideal looking to make a play. Kapler, Tosius, Mendinka, Archer, Rocky, they're all still in this game fighting for top 10s, fighting for those positions. And who's behind them? We still have more engagements. This gigantic tower just on the outskirts of the safe zone. Goober, the winners of last game, Empty and CJ. 7 Mars and Bags all here as well. Bags actually gets the shot onto Empty, knocks him down. Gonna hang on here for a second. The smoke is gonna make things difficult as well. Walter Droplet actually finds a kill as well. More and more eliminations. Goofy Goober Seb has been taken down. Your winners from the last game might be on their way out if they are not careful. CJ trying to save Empty, but Mars is literally there with 7 looking to hunt him down. Bags found himself, I believe, a double kill at some point here, looking to maybe finish off the past winners. Does not quite find them out, not as of yet anyway. They're able to just lurk from below and make it work for them. But that being said, they do not have much time left in regards to the storm. They're going to have to move. We're going to go for a quick walk here. Yes, there is absolutely loot crates all over the place, falling from the skies, shots fired all over the place, but everybody is all trying to converge on this far side here as the storm is about to get moving. It's about to get messy, and we are going to be losing some players in just a moment. Who do we have down here? Exceeds Gage, Connor, I believe it's in our top 5 team fighting it out here with Archer, Mendinka, and Rocky. Back and forth here, and it's looking like Archer does end up getting blasted right away by Elite Connor, leaving just Mendinka left as Rocky does go down. Mendinka, however, laid low, kept himself safe, and they're going to actually just opt to move on forward. Start getting closer and closer towards the safe zone as well. Lots of shots fired. The fishing duo still here alongside some other members as well. ROCK holding the squad, or holding the fort down. Classic Stinky Farts holding the ground as well. And then Mendinka has made his way over to the safe zone as the lone wolf for his team. How long can Mendinka stay in this game, I wonder? Just the solo hero, lone wolf hero, trying to make his team get as much points as possible, and so far so good. It may have only been a couple seconds, but we knew we were going to lose a bunch of players in that transition, and we're only going to be losing more and more as time goes on here. E-Girls are real, and his squad still here, hanging on for dear life. Shift 29 Swerves, one of the players that we got revenge on last game. They're getting the final laugh here this time by, still alive here in this game. Your current leaders, Mo, Simic, aim all here. And there's Walter Droplet. We're going to hop on in with him real quick because he is in a world of hurt. Does get taken on down. His partner, Twitch McGoner. Last one alive. I don't think there's any saving Walter Droplet at this point. That is, in fact, not going to be the case. Does end up going down. Verminus is down as well. So McGoner going to be the last one of the players who did take the Saints down. McGoner gets the jump, but he does not land the shot. Does end up going down. So we're going to ride along here with past runner-up finishers of the Complex, Ideal Play, and Steve McGremlin. As they're going up against some of the same members that they were, but they are getting dropped down extremely quickly as well, leaving only the Complex. There's Mandinka running for the hills, just trying to get out of dodge, but takes a good shotgun blast, but keeps on trucking at this moment. Pinocchio does get taken down as well, runner-up from the last game. And it's just getting absolutely crazier and crazier as we get into the chaos season. Mandinka is still running for the hills. He has the leaders of the series chasing him down, and they are looking for blood as Derpy is fishing and the rest of the players on their way. Who's this on the high ground? Bags and Mars somehow found themselves all the way up into a bit of a skybox and are absolutely lighting the ground below on fire. Finds a Simic, and Mo goes down to Mandinka, takes care of Mo as well. The lone wolf, the hero for that squad, coming in absolute clutch to find himself another fishing duo going forward. Derpy is fishing, getting caught out by the storm as well. Mars going to get credited for that kill. So a lot of players following. We still have 8 teams left in this game. AIM is the last one of that lead pack to stay alive. Where is McComplex in all of this? One of your past runner-ups. He's definitely getting peppered by the storm. Point blank here with so many of these players. He's going up against Stinky Farts, and he is going to, I guess you could say, Febreze him down a little bit. Gets him completely isolated and taken care of. A nice one here from the Complex to steal one more. Gives himself a nice little safety box of sorts, but I'm not sure how much longer that is going to keep him safe, considering the amount of people all behind him. Twins is right there, and that's going to be Ranster, someone I haven't necessarily talked to about for a good while, since one of the first games, actually. Finding his team's 4th kill of this game. With 4 teams left in this one. 29 Swerved still here as well. He finds the kill on the Twins, finds the shotgun blast necessary. And there's Bergfin trying to make a run for it, and there's 4 teams left, but there's a lot of lone wolves here. This is actually a bit of a best case scenario for everybody. Mars has the high ground, so this is making things a little bit messy here. Seven trying to poke Franster from the side, not quite going to find him. Who's all the way at the top? That is Bags. So he's going to be able to back up Mars and Seven. So they're in the best position possible to try and win this one. It does look like Franster getting peppered on from the other side. Seven does find the one. And this means it's the world versus Ranster. He is not long for this world. And that is going to be Victory Royale as Mars, Seven, and Bags make again the high ground work for them and find themselves Victory Royale here in game number 5. An early exit for the Saints is really going to hurt their chances here moving into Thursday's finals here for the playoff, or for the Play vs. Fortnite Trios playoffs. But we still have one more game, one more chance for our Saints to make it all the way here, and it is going to be a tough one. If they can pull it off, it'll be one of the more epic comebacks I'll ever see here in Fortnite series, but definitely looking improbable. Going to quickly bring us on over, bring us on over to the standings page, and we were 19th going into that last round. Let's go take a look and see where we're standing right now. Okay. So we'd seen Noms before. They were a little bit at a bad one as well, but they're just barely in the top 15. And you can see, as of right now, back down to 20, and the points gap from 20th to 15th is much larger than it used to be. This is going to be tough. The Saints need to go as far as possible while also going out guns blazing, which has not necessarily been their style so far in these the Play vs Fortnite season. So improbable, but not impossible. We'll get to see if the Saints could pull off the unlikely but tough task ahead of them here to get into that top 15, or at least get themselves into that top 16 on that bubble spot as the wildcard spot. We'll have to see. One more game coming up in a few minutes.